Hello. Back again. And doing the Battle of Ostagar this time. The Battle of Ostagar. This is a battle that has a lot of significance in both Dragon Age Origins, as you'll see now, and Dragon Age 2 as well. Charge, that's a good one. Yeah, so it actually has a lot of significance in both games. In Dragon Age 2, you play a survivor of Ostagar. So weirdly, Hawk, who is the protagonist of Dragon Age 2, is actually in this battle as well, but gets away. You don't see him in this game, obviously. But,
Loghain, my decision is final. I will stand by the Grey Wardens in this assault.
You risk too much, Cailan. The Darkspawn Horde is too dangerous for you to be playing hero on the front lines.
If that's the case, perhaps we should wait for the Orlesian forces to join us after all.
I must repeat my protest to your fool notion that we need the Orlesians to defend ourselves.
It is not a fool notion. Our arguments with the Orlesians are a thing of the past, and you will remember who is king.
How fortunate Marek did not live to see his son ready to hand Ferelden over to those who enslaved us for a century.
Then our current forces will have to suffice, won't they? Duncan, are your men ready for battle?
They are, Your Majesty.
And this is the young lord from Highever I met earlier. I understand congratulations are in order.
nah, I don't feel that special.
Oh, but you are. Every Grey Warden is needed now more than ever.
Your fascination with glory and legends will be your undoing, Cailan. We must attend to reality.
Fine, speak your strategy. The Grey Wardens and I draw the Darkspawn into charging our lines, and then?
You will alert the tower to light the beacon, signaling my men to charge from
To
cover.
flank the Darkspawn, I remember. This is the Tower of Ishal in the ruins, yes? Well, who shall light this beacon?
I have a few men stationed there. It's not a dangerous task, but it is vital.
Then we should send our best. Send Alistair and the new Grey Warden to make sure it's done.
You mean I won't be fighting in the battle?
We need the beacon. Without it, Loghain's men won't know when to charge.
You see? Glory for everyone.
You rely on these Grey Wardens too much. Is that truly wise?
Enough of your conspiracy theories, Loghain. Grey Wardens battle the Blight no matter where they're from.
Your Majesty, you should consider the possibility of the Archdemon appearing.
There have been no signs of any dragons in the wilds.
Isn't that what your men are here for, Duncan?
Yes, Your Majesty.
Your Majesty, the tower and its beacon are unnecessary. The
We
Circle
will
of
not
Magi...
trust any lives to your spells, Mage. Save them for the Darkspawn.
Enough! This plan will suffice. The Grey Wardens will light the beacon.
Thank you, Loghain. I cannot wait for that glorious moment. The Grey Wardens battle beside the King of Ferelden to stem the tide of evil.
Yes, Cailan. A glorious moment for us all.
You heard the plan. You and Alistair will go to the Tower of Ishal and ensure the beacon is lit.
What? I won't be in the battle.
This is by the King's personal request, Alistair. If the beacon is not lit, Tern Loghain's men won't know when to charge.
So he needs 2 Grey Wardens standing up there holding the torch, just in case, right?
Where is this Tower of Ishal exactly? I mean, he knows. I walked past it before, but you know, it's fine.
The tower is on the other side of the gorge from the King's camp, the way we came when we arrived. You'll need to cross the gorge and head through the gate and up to the tower entrance. From the top, you'll overlook the entire valley.
When do we light the beacon?
We will signal you when the time is right. Alistair will know what to look for.
Can we join in the battle afterwards?
Stay with the Terran's men and guard the tower. If you are needed, we will send word.
What if the Archdemon appears?
We soil our drawers, that's what.
If it does, leave it to us. I want no heroics from either of you.
Alright, how much time do we have?
The battle is about to begin. Once I leave, move quickly. You'll have less than an hour.
Are we in any danger?
Of course, even the best laid plans go awry. So do what you must. I trust you both.
Just not enough to actually fight with the rest of you.
There will be plenty of battles, Alistair. Be patient.
I know what I have to do.
Then I must join the others. From here, you two are on your own. Remember, you are both Grey Wardens. I expect you to be worthy of that title.
Duncan, may the Maker watch over you.
May he watch over us all.
Okay. Let's head on out.
The plan will work, Your Majesty.
Of course it will. The Blight ends here.
Let's cross the bridge and get to the Tower of Ishal.
See the fight down there? Pretty cool. If you skirt this bridge bit here, you end up on the battlefield down there, among all of the, the low-res people.
Another one for the worms.
We will prevail!
Never.
Let's take this off for now. Makes no sense now.
Make it help us. They're everywhere.
You're Grey Wardens, aren't you? The tower, it's been taken.
What are you talking about, man? Taken how?
The Darkspawn came up through the lower chambers. They're everywhere. Most of our men are dead.
Then we have to get to the beacon and light it ourselves.
Look, he just runs off. Alright, bye. In we go.
Twisted creatures.
So the circle mage you have here is basically here in case you've never had a mage before.
I'll get on it.
So you can actually get some use out of it. So you know how to use them. Nope, level pounds there. That's good. Very nice stuff. No, we don't want that. Oops, what am I doing? Shielding. So Alistair's a sword and board kind of guy. Traditional.
All right.
Yeah, they all dead.
I'll get on it.
All the stuff we're just getting just to sell because it is worth it. Just give it some stuff. Into the Tower of a Shell. You can actually see inside of it there. There's a little cliff in the building. Oops.
No end to these blasted things.
There's a trap there, but we don't have a rogue, so we've got no choice but to set it off, really. My dog. No one can. Right, stick some stuff down here. Oh, quick bar. Boom and boom.
Chance at all. Strike at me, damn it! better than later.
So, the Darkspawn as villains, they may look simple, but what I do like about them is that they're actually anything but simple. There's a lot of lore behind them and how they came to be. And the only reason why I'm not going over it right now is because there is a part later on in the game where they explore where Darkspawn come from. It's not nice. I'm just warning you now. I may even put a warning on that video when we get to it. I'm not the kind of guy who does that normally, because I think, you know, I'll just get on with it, you know. But yeah, it is a bit grim how Darkspawn are made. Guess that's where they're coming from. In the DLC later on, you can go down there, which is where the Darkspawn come from. Alright, second floor time.
Maker's breath. What are these Darkspawn doing ahead of the rest of the Horde? There wasn't supposed to be any resistance here.
You could try telling them they're in the wrong. You could try telling them that. Oh, for God's sake, my voice. You could try telling them they're in the wrong place.
Right, because clearly this is all just a misunderstanding. We'll laugh about this later. At any rate, we need to hurry. We need to get up to the top of the tower and light the signal fire in time. Taron Loghain will be waiting for the signal.
Let's go.
Darkspawn, kill them all.
Murder them all.
All right, all right.
Why not?
All right.
Darkspawn always have the worst loot, I swear.
Got it. Can I get you a ladder so you can get off my back?
Next floor. Quite an easy floor, that one.
Loghain better be ready to charge as soon as we light the signal. The king is depending on us.
I'll get on it.
branch. Nice bracelet they gave me. No, just leave it there. This will be a shorter session because of simply because of the I'm doing the whole Let's Play in the episodic form. So obviously, you know, it's going to be chapters. So we had the Kuslan family, the joining, and now the Battle of Ostagar. So when the Battle of Ostagar is finished, that's when we'll finish this session. If you're wondering why it's quite shorter, they will vary in length. Some of them will be really long. Actually, the chapters go a lot longer. Like the events get a lot longer. Ostagar is essentially the tutorial times 2. You know? At least.
That's a lot of blood. I'll get on it.
That's a lot of blood.
Can I get you a ladder so you can get off my back?
That. Get rid of that. And get rid of those for now. Top floor.
Back.
For God's sake, here we go. Yeah, it's going to do that. Yeah, knew it. Right. Gotta reload it. I knew it would do that.
No end
straight away.
Blasted things.
It's never done that. I've played through this. The main character's never done that. I'm going to play through it 20, 30 times. I record it. Second I record it, the game. Look at him, straight for me. Straight for me. Now let's see if I can make him do a cool thing. Let's see. I think this only works with your main character, I think. I just want to show you something cool. Unless there you get up there. Okay.
I'll get on it.
Now the thing is, I've tried to do this before and the mage gets a sneaky little, you know, magical thing in, like a little magical attack to kill it outright. But he does do something cool if you manage to get your main guy to do it, I think. At least I think.
Yes. Breaking a sweat already.
He's about to get over there, so let's put them all over here now. There we go. About that.
The beacon is over here. We've surely missed the signal.
Loot first.
Let's light it quickly before it's too late.
Sound the retreat.
What about the king? Should we not...
Do as I command.
Pull out! All of you, let's move!
Tragedies all around at the start of this game, it seems.
Ah, your eyes finally open. Mother shall be pleased.
Yes, where am I?
Back in the wilds, of course. I am Morrigan, lest you have forgotten, and I have just bandaged your wounds. You are welcome, by the way. How does your memory fare? Do you remember Mother's rescue?
Wait, what happened to the army and to the king?
The man who was to respond to your signal quit the field. The Darkspawn won your battle. Those he abandoned were massacred. Your friend, he is not taking it well.
What happened to the Grey Wardens and the king? Oh wait, my friend, you mean Alistair?
The suspicious dim-witted one who was with you before, yes. He is outside by the fire. Mother asked to see you when you awoke.
Were my injuries severe?
Yes, but I expect you shall be fine. The Darkspawn did nothing Mother could not heal.
What about Alistair? Is he alright?
He is, as you are. I suppose it would be unkind to say he is being childish.
Got some questions if you don't mind.
I do not mind. Take your time.
Are we safe here? Where are the Darkspawn?
We are safe, for the moment. Mother's magic keeps the Darkspawn away. Once you leave, 'tis uncertain what will happen. The Horde has moved on, so you might avoid it.
Why did your mother save us?
I wonder at that myself. But she tells me nothing. Perhaps you were the only ones she could reach. I would have rescued your king. A king would be worth a much higher ransom than you.
I happen to be an ability, you know.
I stand corrected.
How did she manage to save us exactly?
She turned into a giant bird and plucked the two of you from atop the tower, one in each talon. If you do not believe that tale, then I suggest you ask Mother yourself. She may even tell you.
Are there any survivors besides us?
Only stragglers that are long gone. You would not want to see what is happening in that valley now.
Why? What's happening?
Are you sure you want me to describe it?
I wouldn't have asked you if I didn't.
I had a good view of the battlefield. 'Tis a grisly scene. There are bodies everywhere, and darkspawn swarm them, feeding, I think. They also look for survivors and drag them back down beneath the ground. I cannot say why.
So those survivors could be rescued?
If you are willing to run into the midst of the Horde, perhaps.
Why did Turn Loghain abandon the king?
I do not know who this Loghain even is. Perhaps ask Mother of it.
I've asked enough questions.
I agree. 'Tis time you speak with Mother, then be on your way.
So there we go. That's the next part of Dragon Age. It's a very... Obviously, a lot of tragic things are happening during the game at the very start. But I really do like the way that from this point on, this is where the game opens up, and the first couple of hours are really well written and really well paced to make sure that you know exactly what you're doing, exactly where you're going, you know, anything that's going on like that. So obviously you have your origin story, and then you have Ostagar. Those two ground you in the world, yeah? So your origin story grounds who your people are and where you come from and how it fits into the world and who you are as a personality, you know? And Ostagar is more of the start of a hero's journey, you know. It's the tragic things that happen after that set up the conflicts that are going on in the kingdom. You learn a lot more about the lore of the wider world outside of where you were born and where you were raised and things like that. So I think the genius of the writing is that every single one of the origins is a fish out of water story, sort of like a Luke Skywalker type story, where, you know, you're in a new world, you know, you've not seen anything, because, you know, the one who probably does know a lot about the outside world, as in the origin we just played, the human one, human noble, they're still noble, so they're still pretty much, you know, away from all of the squalor and the big problems of the world, especially because you play the second born as well. So, you know, you basically had a free reign to do whatever you wanted to do. You were never meant to lead anyone or lead your family. So yeah, you would have been pretty sheltered from the world. You know, you have the city elf and the Dalish elf who are also sheltered from the big wide world, and you have the dwarves as well, which are obviously sheltered literally from the big wide world. So all of those origins are picked. It's genius, the way that the true genius of Thedas and of Dragon Age is the way that Dragon Age Origins, the story and the setting, the way that the story is written, it fits in like, you know, like puzzle pieces all together to give you a bigger, better picture. It's a triumph of writing, really, and it's something that I think anyone can really learn a lot from, is how to pace those opening few hours into, you know, world building without a true master at world builds without you even knowing. And when you're playing this game a lot of the time, you're learning things without even realizing that you're learning them. And then later on, when things are called back, you go, oh, I know what that is. You know, that sort of thing. That's world building, and that's what we've just seen in the first few hours. I'm really enjoying it so far. So thanks for watching, and I'll speak to you next time when we'll be starting on the adventure proper.